What up, what up, what up? It's Zack again, and I'm broadcasting live. Like always say, I can't tell you about the whole NFL, but I can analyze the Falcons to a T. Well, me currently, I've been having some issues, technical issues. Haven't been able to watch my team because Fox 49 is showing they natural born rumps. What they're doing is, I guess since Winston come from Florida State, they're showing all freaking Tampa Bay games. Sorry as they are, they're still showing all freaking Tampa Bay games. And this is really irritating because I am a true Falcons fan. And I'm used to them showing them, even though it's Tallahassee locals, I'm used to them showing the Falcons since Tallahassee is right at the line. But anyways, let's get to what I know so far. Like I said, I didn't get a chance to watch the game. I saw a couple of highlights. And how we're looking good. We're starting off 3-0. We faced the injured Dallas team, but in this scenario, how I'm looking at it, I'm thinking we still would have beat them predominantly the same, because Romo would have probably been responsible for 28 points. They wouldn't have had a rushing game starting out like they did in the first half, which they jumped out 28-14 on us the first half. But Romo, I think he would have put up 28 to possibly 35 points, which he doesn't play defense. Romo and Dez Bryant would have probably put that much up, but they don't play any defense. So you could say it was because they was out, but they did put up 28 points. So we still might have beat them the same, because they wouldn't have actually ran the ball as much as they did. All right, judging off our pros of this game, I mean, you already know Julio Jones is a given, the beast, record-breaking season, already 34 catches for 440 yards, I think, which will analyze to a 2,300 yard season. So he may possibly be the first receiver to break that 2,000 yard marker if he stays healthy. That's always an if with Julio Jones. He hasn't played a 16-game season yet. So if he does that, I think he will actually get the $2,000. Matt Ryan looked at outstanding, but the X factor of this game was Freeman. Freeman rushed the ball. Well, he was the weekly leader rusher with 141, 3 touchdowns, and that's catapult, saying our offensive line is doing better. But we're gonna have to see what they do this week, because they could have had a good game against the rush that week, and then next game they suck. They might just be getting into Kyle Shanahan's blocking scheme, but only time will tell. We have to see a couple of more games before we pre-jump the gun. But that looked great. Willie Moe got another interception. Claiborne and Ricky Beasley got a sack at the end of the game in the fourth quarter. And now, well, at the beginning of the season, they have been knocking on Paul Warlow. Like I said, he's a tackling machine, but I'm a strong advocate when I say stats don't lie, but they don't tell the whole story. So when I say that, he has a lot of tackles, but they were saying he doesn't make tackles at the line of scrimmage, the point of contact. He has a lot of downfield tackles, and he is a liability in pass coverage, which I strongly agree. Because on Madden, I bench him in nickel situations, so like hands down. A lot of people is saying he's the worst starting middle linebacker in the league, which I don't know how true that is. But we'll see going into this game. Looking ahead, well, another negative is we can't get down that much. We can't surrender 28 points to an offense that didn't have many superstars. I mean, even though sometimes them are the harder offense to stop because they strategize more instead of just putting the ball in that superstar hands and looking for him to make more plays instead of just strategizing. Next stop, we got the 1-2 Houston Texans, which, like I said, we should start off 7-0, like hands down. Like we have an easy schedule going into it. Not the easiest, but we have an easy schedule from the first 7 games after we defeated these first 3 opponents. And what the Texans have to offer us is brutal hitters on defense. They got J.J. Watt, Vince Wilfork, and also Javari Kalani, which, you know, that's a beast of defense. You already know J.J. Watt's defensive player 2 years running in the league. So a lot of quick passes. We got Jonathan Jose that's going to be on Julio. Probably not the whole game, but unless they get safety help over the top, I still don't see them talking. They got Moore that's safety help over the top, but he lost a lot of step. So you got to contest with the speed of Julio Jones. You have to be a speed safety and a big safety if you out there against Julio Jones. If you don't have that speed, I mean, he's going to still get around you in double coverage. Offense, looking for them to run the ball. If we could take Hopkins, if Hopkins don't do anything, they have really nothing in the passing game. Cecil Short, he's all right, but Ryan Mallett is an adequate quarterback at best. They got running backs with Blue and Foster. We should be able to contain them. Like, we look for them to run. With Dallas, we didn't know what to expect for them as much. But we need some stepping up from Paul Warlow, hands down. But I think he's at his full potential anyway. But we shall succeed. All right. Zack signing out. Peace.